team that likes to throw a lot of different stuff at you. How difficult is that to prepare for?
It's really difficult. The amount of offense they run, they're moving parts on every play, and it's tough to get that simulated. Our scout team did a great job today doing that, and so that's a critical piece to getting ready to play, and they did a great job. They had their best day of the year, the scout team did, so that was very helpful. But getting the stuff simulated and getting used to it, because they go fast with it. So some teams go fast as far as snapping the ball in between plays. They go fast from when they break the huddle to when they get to the line of scrimmage, which again cuts back on the time that you have to process the information that you see in front of you.
You guys have played so much better in the second half of the last two games defensively. Is there anything you've put your finger on after? I'm sure you probably think about it a lot.
Sure, yeah, all the time. As far as I think, we haven't adjusted to the tempo of the game as well as we need to. There's been some errors, some self-inflicted mistakes, and then the other team have made some plays at times too, because we played against good teams. I think one's ranked 3rd and one's ranked 10th. So we've played against good teams, but at the same time, it's the self-inflicted mistakes and just adjusting to the speed and the pace of the game early on.
Is this the hardest era of coaching you've seen as a defensive coach?
Without question. Without question. Not even close, yeah. Because, like I said, because of how many things that are happening, how fast they're happening, and it's just, by far.
Your front four has hung in there. They've played hard, and they've done a pretty good job going up against some big-time backs. But then again, there's no rest this week with Connor there.
Oh no, he's a guy that as a player we have tremendous respect for him, and as a competitor, what he's gone through in his life and how he's bounced back. We have a lot of respect and a lot of admiration for him, and know that he's going to be ready to play, as well as their whole entire offensive unit. It's not just him. But with everything that he's been through, we have a lot of respect for him, and at the same time, we know that we've got to get ready to play and play our best and our most complete football game of the year.
Coach Johnson said earlier that he's pleased with how the defense is doing on 3rd down. Is that something that you share as well?
Last week it was, and in the second half of Clemson it was. In the first half of Clemson I wasn't. So there's been peaks and valleys and ebbs and flows, but if we can gain some consistency, kind of where we've been, that'd be a really good thing.
And you're talking about in the first half, correct?
Like I said, the Clemson first half, we weren't very good on 3rd down, and part of that was because of kind of where we'd been. We were living in 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and 3rd and 3, and that's not a recipe for success. But we've done a better job as of late, but that needs to continue.
When you've done well in the second half of both games in particular, beyond, is it more than just getting them in a 3rd and long, or are there things you feel like you're doing better that?
I think that our pass rush has improved. Our 4-man pass rush has improved. So that certainly helps a lot of things. And at the same time, I think our guys have gained some confidence as things have gone on. But we just can't start like we've been starting. We can't do that against good teams.
Do you think that confidence can turn itself into takeaways? And that seems to be the one sort of missing piece right now for you guys.
Well, yeah, and it's odd because we, like every defensive staff in America, you drill it every day. You talk about it every day. You drill it every day, and it gets back to contact with the ball and population at the ball. And a lot of times when teams spread you out, you're involved in a lot of one-on-one tackling situations, and so that when you do that, the first guy there is trying just to hang on and get him down. It's to secure the tackle first. So some of that, and we've got to get more population at the ball, and keep working. You never know. It's like I heard somebody ask, I think it was PJ, about seemed like last time we didn't have many before we went up there, and and then just started
Snowball.
Yeah, it snowballed on us. So. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you can't buy one. It's like going through the desert, and other times, like 2 years ago, it's bouncing off a wide receiver's feet up in the air, and we're catching it and running it back. So I mean, like I said, it's an element that we coach every day, that our players drill every day. They're aware, they know how important it is as far as statistics and winning and losing football games. So, it's something we just got to keep working on.
Anything else for Coach Roof?
Who's the Scout team running back? Who's James Conant?
It's several of them. We got a wide variety of guys. We got about 3 or 4 guys. We got guys that are number 10, with the jet sweep stuff. Because that's the thing that the run game. They've got the inside game with Connor, and they've got all the outside game with the speed sweep. So it's a great combination. I think they're running the ball for 250 yards a game. So it'll be a big challenge for our defense to try and limit that.
With the turnovers, I imagine the more the pass rush continues to improve, and you're disrupting the quarterback, likely that's going to have an impact on interceptions and balls getting forced.
Yeah, I mean, like a few times last week, you saw it where if we'd have been like 0.5 seconds earlier, we'd have had a strip sack with a fumble, as opposed to a deal where the arm started forward. So the old saying about it's a game of inches is really true. All right.
Thanks, Dr.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.